Babies can't talk. Or can they?
You want more? 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 More?
These babies can. They're learning to talk through sign language at the Learning Experience in Glen Allen.
It's a beautiful thing to see infants learn how to say thank you and more, and then as they progress into toddlers, it helps with some of that frustration they may be feeling with not being able to speak.
The wheels on the bus, get it, London, go round and round, all through the town.
Teacher Annette Alexander loves the interaction.
Like if I'm reading the story, I gotta be loud, I gotta be soft, I gotta be animated, I gotta have my hands going and everything. And the more I do that, the more attention I get from them.
Learning sign language as infants can foster communication skills, empower them to communicate with their parents, and promote interest in books and other language activities.
We started here in our infancy program. We carry it all the way through our pre-K program.
What if I want more milk?
More.
More?
And milk.
Milk.
Yeah.
Oh, like milking a
Milk
cow.
like that.
Research also shows infants exposed to sign language speak earlier, have larger vocabularies, and understand more words by the age of 2.
More.
Besides that, it's just fun when you're reading The Three Little Pigs.
And I'm acting like the wolf, and I'm huffing and I'm puffing and I'm blowing the house down. Some of them are like, they're blowing with me, like, okay, we're gonna blow this house down. So they're actually interacting and trying to do the same thing that I'm doing. Babies typically communicate through crying, and once they're able to get some of the sign down, then it makes them feel a little bit more independent where they can talk to you and you can understand them better.
It's a good sign of a good education. In Chesterfield, Rob Cardwell, CBS 6 News. After hearing about this amazing story, I headed down to the Richmond Metro Zoo to check it out. Meet the family. Father Farley, Mom Zoe, and a yet-to-be-named baby. But right after Zoe gave birth, zookeeper saw there was a problem.
She wasn't holding him on her chest, and we hadn't noticed him nursing yet, and she didn't do a great job nursing her first baby.
It's likely Zoe never learned to be a good mom because her own mother died unexpectedly when she was only 9 months old. The vet had an idea, a monkey see, monkey do kind of idea. She asked zookeeper Whitley Turner, a new mom herself with her son Caleb, to teach Zoe.
When I came into the barn, I had zero modesty. I wanted her to see everything.
It was an easy decision for Whitley to help. She'd also had a hard time in the beginning with breastfeeding.
And I wanted to make sure that she could see the latch once Caleb was latched on. And I was pointing at Caleb the whole time and pointing at her and her breasts.
It worked.
Within 24 hours, she had breastfed this baby, and ever since then, she's been taking really good care of it.
Whitley says she can't take all the credit. It was a team effort to teach Zoe how to be a good mom.
One of our keepers demonstrated with an orangutan stuffed animal, like this is how you hold them and they cling on.
Lessons that help bring an entire family together.
Watching Farley be attentive to Zoe and everything has been really amazing too, and watching her become a mom. This is like a special bond anyways, moms always have each other's backs and we're always helping each other, and it really does take a village.
Whitley takes care of a lot of animals here, but she says she'll always have a closer bond to Zoe after this.
Having her look me in the eye and then look down at what I'm doing, I'm like, she's totally taking this in.
So you're like part of the family now.
I feel like it.
Aunt Whitley.
Moms teaching moms and building bonds while building better minds. At Pocahontas State Park in Chesterfield County.
All of these are available for rent.
The classroom is nearly 8,000 acres, and right in the middle is Swift Creek Lake.
I think one of the best ways to really get to know our woods and our waters and the wildlife and plants that call it home is being on the water itself. You have a great blue heron's eye view of the park.
31 Virginia state parks are now offering Wandering Waters Paddle Quest. You can explore the water through a mixture of ranger-guided programs or self-led adventures, and you can use park rental equipment or personal gear, including canoes, kayaks, stand-up paddle boards, or paddle boats. Guide Sammy Zambon will tell you it's a great way to learn about nature.
You can sneak right up on wildlife in our boats. They don't usually flush until you get up close. Seeing bald eagles, seeing osprey, great blue heron, If I'm someplace, on one of the rivers, there's a lot of historic features.
You're never too young and you're never too old to learn about protecting this sacred resource.
Just ask Debbie here. She's having fun while learning.
I love the birds and the fish and the people that I get to meet. Kind of the quiet that you get when you're in a kayak. No motors, no noise.
When we get them out on the water and we can have those conversations in this really fun recreational way, we can just give them this little bit of the story of our parks that really helps them see how they are part of nature and nature is part of them.
Paddling on the wild side is building better minds. Richmond, Virginia. Great area schools, great programs. But this story takes us to Northumberland High School. You know, I get Building Better Minds story pitches from viewers like you all the time, but this one came from Taylor O'Beer, one of our social media gurus. And this story is about drones.
48 right now.
The lessons start in the classroom with daily goals.
Not crash. And with that one, no injuries.
Jay Lightfoot is the unmanned aerial systems instructor. He teaches that safety is paramount on a windy day.
The good news is these drones are pretty good about fighting the wind, as we saw on Tuesday.
Keep your hands and face away from the propeller blades at all times.
But this is the real classroom, the wild blue yonder.
Definitely one of the better classes of my high school career.
A new class that only 20 high schools in the state are teaching, all thanks to a grant from the Department of Education. While looking for a new hands-on class, the staff at Northumberland threw out a variety of ideas, and drones attracted a variety of students.
In Northumberland, we're very fortunate. We have a very diverse population here, and we did a good job with this course of attracting a number of different students from a number of different backgrounds.
Flying drones attracted Jason, who likes video games.
Well, if you play video games, it's not too difficult because you get used to three-dimensional thinking.
And Allie, who loves computers.
It's just the one that can fly almost. Still has battery, still has the hardware, still has a motherboard, still needs coding.
There was some turbulence in the beginning.
We practiced by taking the small drones, landing on a piece of paper with a circle on it. Only issue was the wind kept blowing the papers away.
First time, we learned a lot of new and interesting things, and I think had a good time.
But now, it's smooth flying.
Had a lot of fun, had a lot of good laughs, learned a lot.
And who knows what else they'll see on the horizon with these new skills.
In 10 years, 25% of the jobs that existed at that time do not exist today. So I think these courses are an important way for students to learn skills that they can then apply to the new technologies that are evolving.
From Northumberland High School to who knows where, building a love of drones is building better minds.